Now, the ongoing public sisterhood between the Thomas compatriots of St. Andrew Northwest in Grenada has become the feel good story of the first month of 2023. Many citizens across the country are awestruck that two women, coming off the heels of a bitter election campaign, have suspended their political biases in the interest of their constituents. Now, while their cooperation has been hailed as a breath of fresh air in a country whose tribalism is steeped in resentment and rancor, we were quite surprised that Delma Thomas's boss, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, threw cold water on the alliance. History would record that it was Dr. Mitchell who invited the charismatic and eccentric Clarence Rapier and Michael Batiste, two winning GULP MPs in the 1995 general election, to serve in his cabinet and caucus with his governing majority in the parliament at the time. It was also Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell who enthusiastically hailed his reconciliation with then rival, the late George Brizan, when the late former Prime Minister served as a consultant to his government from 1999 to 2003. In more recent times, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell praised NDC's Randall Robinson for his volunteerism during the height of Grenada's devastating COVID outbreak in 2021. But while Dr. Mitchell's hypocrisy is on full display here, some in the National Democratic Congress who are hailing the Thomas Corporation should also check their own biases at the door, since they were never fans of working across the aisle with Mitchell during his time in office. In fact, many NDC stalwarts demonized Randall Robinson and called for his proverbial head in 2021. Robinson, much to the chagrin of members of his own party, actively encouraged Grenadians to get inoculated against COVID-19. Robinson's infamous selfie with Dr. Mitchell in November 2021 at the Tempe playing field spurned one writer who goes by the pseudonym in the New Today newspaper as NDC Falcon, writing in November 13th, 2021, said, quote, "There is no way NDC should allow its executive members to be so closely in bed with NNP and Keith Mitchell," unquote. And while we hail this new era of limited bipartisanship, Grenadians must appreciate that the Thomas duo stands on the shoulders of previous female giants who are equally passionate about serving people as they are. In September 2010, former NDC leader Joan Purcell spearheaded the formation of the Grenada Women's Parliamentary Caucus. Purcell opined at the time that the caucus should serve as a medium and common ground for addressing various issues surrounding women. So the issue of women working across the aisle, while not a new phenomenon, has certainly received a shot in the arm from two women who, despite criticism from their own ranks, are attempting to bring a new kind of politics to Grenada, which must be celebrated. And as I end this week's editorial, please join me in congratulating my associate producer, Kitaka Mawuto, and Emily Rapier on the birth of their joyful, bouncing baby boy, Ifa, who was born last week in St. David's. I am proud of you, Kitaka and Emily, and I can't wait to meet my godson.